wondering, what is really going on here? Well, we're going to talk about my pen collection. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so as you saw from the beginning of this video, I got a suggestion to talk about my favorite like pens and markers and things of that sort. And I was like, oh, that's a, really good idea, especially considering a majority of the stuff that I am posting is about planners, which involves writing, right? Then I decided, you know what? Let me actually go and look at what I have. And I realized all the different places that I had pens. And I said, oh, okay. I mean, I knew that I had a love for pens, and that pretty much started from being younger when I loved writing poems and such. And then once I got into my career, which is nursing, I mean, nurses and pens, like, I honestly feel like nurses and pens really trumps even planners and pens, because most planners I see love a script sticker more than anything. Nobody wants to write in their planner. But a nurse in their pen? But that's not what we're here to talk about. So I decided that I'm just going to bring together everything, all of my pens and my markers that I have, and actually show you guys, and then talk about some of the different pens and such that I really do like. Okay, so I will say, like as I stated, my love for pens really started when I was younger, and what pretty much I just had in the house or had access to growing up was like whatever my mom had, so I pretty much used all of that stuff. And then once I got into nursing school, Bic was pretty much the go-to pen that I did always have. I've always had a Bic pen. Most of the time it was this one here, which is the Bic round stick medium tip, and that's what it looks like here. Or it would be even sometimes this one, which is like the smooth. That's what that looked like. And this one, most of the time you would see this one, right? So that's pretty much where it started. And then since at that point I was very much an adult, I was in, I was in my early 20s when I started. Yeah, I was 20, right? Right, yes. I was 20 when I started nursing school. But prior to that, I was doing a lot of my undergrad at my college. So, I just kind of played around here and there with pens. That's why you see a mass of pens that I do have. And then I discovered the Bic Crystal Extra Bold. This baby right here. Okay, this is my boo. Okay, this is my boo. I've been using this pen at least 13 years. Yes, 13 years. For all of my nursing career, including school, I've been using this. This is my favorite. This is what it looks like. See, it's Bic Crystal. You had the 1.6 mm. This is what the tip looks like. It has, the little thing here. Let me show you one that I have open. So that's what it looks like here. That's what the tip looks like. It is nice and bold. It is so smooth with the writing. I absolutely love this pen. And to demonstrate, so I brought out my Gold Mine and Cocoa 2021 monthly calendar. And in the back of this calendar here, we do get some notes pages. So in comparison, this is probably some of the thickest paper that I've used outside of the Erin Condren. So as a reference, I've used it on Erin Condren paper, and I also used it on other paper, regular sheet printer paper, other planners, thick paper, thin paper. I love this pen. This is my jam. Now, my handwriting is atrocious. Yes, it is. But it's very smooth. Very smooth. It never skips on me. I absolutely love it. And I could just do this all day because it's just so nice. I just like to do this sometimes because it's so nice. Like, I love this pen. Absolutely love this pen. And one thing that used to always frustrate me is because I never found it in colors. And then one day I was at, it was either CVS or Walgreens, and they had colored ones. Now, what I really wanted was a red one because in nursing I use red a lot. And it, of course, it only has this one red, but if I could find a whole pack of red, yes. But as you see, I kept it closed because I know once I start using, I'm going to use it until it's done. I don't want to do that, so that's that. So that's probably, as of now, my favorite pen. Another pen that I do like, and I think most of the planner world all love this pen too, is the Sharpie S Gel. This one is in the 0.7. I haven't had the pleasure yet of using the 1.0, but I know I'll probably love that one as well. That's what the tip looks like. And what I enjoy about this pen, again, is the boldness. And this is when this one was kind of almost like out of sight, out of mind. But some of the things that I don't like is, like, you see how thin it got? So sometimes the skipping in this pen does get on my nerves. But I will say it is still a favorite of mine. I will show you guys, let me put this to the side. I will show you guys my last pen arsenal when I was working at the hospital. All of the pens that I was using along with my markers. So we had to, I don't know if anybody's ever been in the hospital, but most hospitals have what we call the whiteboard. And the whiteboard, you usually will find like the nurse's name, the CNA or aide's name, maybe the provider's name, what the patient's name is. And this is really tailoring more to me. In my previous job, we would have, you know, a diet order if it was up there, like what was their activity level, any goals for the day, what the plan was, pain levels. A lot of times we ended up using these expo markers. So that's how you see clearly. I love red, so y'all know I had to have that. And then I always had a flashlight. Flashlights. Oh, it's actually still working. I can't believe it. You see, me and baby, we've been through the ringer. And then we always had a highlighter. You always needed a highlighter because if you're doing discharges or, you know, it's something on your paper that you want to like highlight for yourself when you're doing a report or anything that, you know, you need to stick out, you would need that. This was my favorite red pen. I done worn this. This is a zebra pen. I do like zebras too. Zebra was probably my other favorite. And I do have, do I have any more? No, I don't have any in this pile here. But I did have a couple of zebra pens. That was also another one of my favorites. I got back onto the bandwagon of the G2 really when I first started planning a lot more. Everybody was talking about this pen. So I definitely had that. I had 2 of those. I had my S Gel. Tool I discovered also recently in the planner community. So I had some of those pens. And then this was a Parku pen that I did a review for here on my channel. This is one of their pens. And yeah, so that was like, that's like a small one. And at any given time, this was always in my pocket, along with everything else that I had in nursing. So word to the wise, if you borrow a nurse's pen, make sure you give it back because we'll hunt you down. Okay, we'll hunt you down. So you guys, here are like 2 other things that I had that had some of my pens, and some of them, like, I get, like, when we would go away, I would get pens. So, like this one, you see, this one costs $4. Got this from the National Museum. So, I like to get pens when we go away. This was a cleaning service. I probably just took that. And that's to be frank. When we went to Jamaica, I had to get me a pen. So, like, we go away, he already knows I have to get a pen. This was another one. I think I used this probably nursing school. Let's test this out. We'll put those to the side. Because now I'm trying to even remember. I don't even remember. Let's find the next page here. What this looked like. Yeah. If it didn't skip on the paper, but the way it was writing felt a little strange. But yeah, that's not bad. And this is a Energel Liquid Gel and 0.7. So that's another good one. Absolutely in love with these type pens. When I kept seeing these pens, every time I seen one, I just got one. Absolutely loved it. And this is just literally just for decor. I keep it for simply that reason. And then as of late, this was the newest one that I bought. I think it's called Statler. And this is their 0.3 millimeter. Tay of Shantae's Plans actually mentions that in her videos a lot of the time. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to try out this pen. So I ordered them from Amazon the other day. That's what the tip looks like. This is what the pen looks like. It's a fine liner. It's dry safe, it says. So it's like a little square top. So let's go ahead and write. So that sound kind of like makes me like a little like, you know how you go to the dentist, you get the feeling when they start messing with your teeth. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, almost like chalk on a chalkboard, or nails on a chalkboard rather. That sound, I like the way it writes. It looks good, especially considering it's a 0.3, but that, I don't know if I can get over that. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm going to be using those. Maybe I'll try it on another type of paper, and we'll go from there. Also, another pen that I kind of been getting into, and I've really been using these pens with my wedding planner, is the Villa Beautiful. And this is the particular one I've been using it, and mainly because it's rose gold. You guys already know it's rose gold. The writing on the front of my wedding planner is rose gold. So it worked. For the most part, I do like the way that this writes. Sometimes they do skip, and I have a few of them, but I feel like these are more like collector pens for me, because I didn't really use this pen until I got the wedding planner. Outside of that, most of these pens I pretty much just kept because they're just beautiful. So that's what a Villa Beautiful pen looks like if you never seen one. So this bag here, this was like my almost use every time I plan type of bag. So this has a couple of markers, one of these mechanical pencils. I did some planning on like black and dark paper, so I had gotten these like gel pens and colors to use. Paper Mate is another good one if you're interested. When I was using my glam planner kits, because her paper is glossy, and the one thing I was trying to figure out is what was the best pen, and then I think I may have just like searched it on YouTube, and I think one of her videos actually came up and said that she uses a Paper Mate Flare. So that's what I used it for. I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like. So this would be in the blue. And see, because of that marker sound, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I never realized how much it bothered me until now. As you see, here's one from Erin Condren, the black one. I do have a couple from the Simply Gilded subscription boxes that she did have. It was a few course, this is my favorite because gut, it's rose gold. Here's another one from her. And then these are markers that was from Erin Condren. They're okay. I don't really use that one that much. This is a newer pen that I started to use. I bought it because I needed more red pens. Like, all of my red pens were gone. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Joia, you're a nurse, but I'll show you guys. Sorry for the shaking of the table, but I like the way it writes. It's a 1.0, and it's the True Red brand, which is like a brand of Staples. So I had gotten that one in the red, and then I also got the black. But the black, as you see, has a grippy part here. So that's the biggest difference for that. Honestly, when it comes to markers, I don't really use markers that much. Even with the mild liners that I do have, I haven't really been using them that much. So I can't really say per se what markers I like the most, but definitely the Sharpie has always been something. Like, this should have been with, I probably took it out of that bag once I stopped working, but the Sharpie has always been a good marker, especially when it came to nursing. I really like that. And then these are two pens I've been using recently too. You probably seen it in a video or two. This is a Valiant pen. I actually got this from Elaine Michelle when I ordered her budget planner when she first came out. She actually gave this to me as a gift, and I really do like the way this pen is. It reminds me of that pen, this new one here. It reminds me of that one without the sound. So I do like that pen. And then this one I got in like a swag bag. This is from Scribbles by KP. When Gold Mine and Coco and Minnie Rose Co, or Felicia and Courtney had did like a little planner party thing we were supposed to be having, and you can order stuff to get the grab bag, like the swag bag. This was a part of the swag bag, and I do like this pen. You probably seen me use this with my A5 planner, but I do like this pen. And if I can recommend, I would definitely recommend going to her shop and shopping some pens. And I think the last thing I'm going to show you guys is honestly just where I started with my pens. So this was the start of my pens. Okay, this is what it looks like here. I'm just going to open it up and show you guys what's in each. More pens, guys. More pens here. As you see, like, we got collector pens. This one's from breast cancer. Anytime I had, like, some type of little thing for nursing, I went, yep, got that. I got this from him when he used to work there. This is another pen that I used to always use. Like, Bic was pretty much like the staple growing up. As you see, look, it's more of these big pens. It was always like a staple for me. Some of these pens I don't even know. Oh, Muji. I got into Muji too from planning, and I do like these pens as well. And I think in this next drawer, what's in here? This next drawer was more of my markers and highlighters. Some other stuff. So yeah, I don't know where I got this from. I've had it for quite some time. Here are some markers, some more markers, expo pens, some other stuff that I used to use when I was still in school. And I kept a lot of like pencils and coloring pencils and stuff like that for my goddaughter when she would come over, because I wanted her to do more than just watch TV. Okay, everything's getting stuck. Okay. And then last but not least, this here is my stamp from when I used to work. I'm just covering up my last name, but just have this one like little knick-knack. So I don't even know. I think I got this maybe from a baby shower. It's like a letter opener. This used to be my alarm when I worked in the jail. If you guys didn't know, tell you story time. Also these we would pop these if somebody had a seizure to wake them up. But yeah. See, look at this. That's so true. When I fall in love, it will be fab. I'm going to take this out and put this inside of something. But yeah, that's I think that's it. This is where I started. And as you guys saw in the beginning, that's where I am now. So yeah, if I had to say anything, definitely if you like thick, if you like bold, go with the Crystal Extra Bold. If you like something like kind of thick, I would definitely say try Sharpie, and this really works well on like really thicker paper. And then if you like something more of a marker like texture when writing, I would say definitely do the Paper Mate Flare. It would be nice if this was all in frame, right? Yes. So we got Extra Bold by Bic, Sharpie S Gel, and then Paper Mate Flare. I think those will probably be, of all the pens that I've been using as of recent, those are, oh wait, no. Pilot 2. I like the Pilot 2. And if you guys realize, I've had other colored pens, but in nursing, black is preferred. So even though I used to write in blue as well, I pretty much just completely wrote in black, and writing in anything else outside of that in red was kind of like, ugh. But yeah, so I think if I had to recommend, these would be the 4 I would definitely recommend to anyone that's looking to get into pens or collecting pens. And then I just say in regards, you just gotta really have to try it out. Try it out, see what you like, see what you don't like. And from there, you know, you'll pretty much you'll find your love like I have. My love. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this different type of video. Let me know what is your favorite pins down below in the comment sections and why you love those pins. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.